film Acqua Fuori Dal, it's really about people trying to fight for their dreams and fight for a better life. And it's shown in the story of two boxers, a Sicilian boxer and a boxer from North Africa, and how their lives are parallel and how they both are really trying to fight for the same thing in a different way. Well, this film the film is filmed in Sicily, in Catania, and it's the story of these two boxers is a reflection of the society and the Mediterranean, not only today with the backdrop of immigration into Europe through Sicily, but also in the past. And Sicily was where the first Punic Wars took place, and this was kind of the beginning of modern politics for the control of the Mediterranean. And so it is really a perfect place to talk about this issue, and it's also inseparable from the people who are living there. It's their story. This film has a lot of documentary type aspects to it. So there are a number of main actors in this film. The first one is Toscano. He's a boxer in the film, but also in real life. And much of the story is crafted from the events of his life. And I didn't choose him to make this film. I made this film because of knowing him. And at least that aspect of the film, that part of the story. And the other boxer is Ahmed, and he migrated from Northern Africa, and that aspect of the story has a lot to do with where he comes from and his perspectives and his culture. And so it's these aren't professional actors in that sense. These are people who have very genuine and strong experiences, and I'm very interested in letting people bring that to the screen instead of people faking the experiences that other people have had. I think there's a different quality to it when you can get people to open themselves up in a way that can be captured on camera. There's one scene in this film that really shows the way that I work and that we worked on this film, and it's a scene where one of the characters, who was kind of one of the kind of street mafioso kids in the neighborhood, and he has to he takes the shoes off of somebody and throws them off of this bridge because the kid didn't pay him back for it for them, and he refused to do the scene the way that I had kind of imagined it, because he said we wouldn't do that here in this neighborhood, in my neighborhood, because it's too petty to take revenge on somebody for a pair of shoes, you know, and it's too, and so we talked about the scene and we reworked it the way that he felt was right. And when he felt good about it, and he understood that this was about respect for him, and we changed the scene to the wording and the dialogue and everything to make it what he said is genuine for his culture and his place, and that scene turned out wonderful for me. And it's that's the process. It's letting the people that you work with influence the process. You know, it's not dictating what's going to happen. Letting yourself be open and seeing what can be created through that, and the results are so much more genuine and are so real. And that scene always sticks with me. Well, we haven't been able to show the film too often in Italy. We showed the first version of the film in Rome to a large audience, and then the second version, which is the final version, in Taormina. And the feedback from the few people that we've been able to talk with, I think it strikes a real chord, especially with the people in Sicily, because it's such a reflection of what's going on there at the moment. That's a difficult question to ask a director. I think it's hard to say. No one's going to tell me the truth, you know. But I feel like the interactions I've had have been very positive. It's a very different film, and what the most interesting to me is to see people who don't care about film, don't care about art in cinema, and to watch those audiences open up to it. So the people that we used in the film while filming, who don't come from the festival world, and they see the film and they have this connection to it. I think that's really beautiful because there's no pretensions to what they see and what they like and what they don't like, and that's been very interesting. And I think I think they respect it for what it is, and that means more to me than a lot of praise or criticism from any kind of critic. Yeah. If I was in Brazil for the World Cup, what would I film? I would make a silent film about just following all the different people who work to make it happen. So at the stadium, from when they wake up in the morning to when they get to the stadium. So starting with the soccer player who wakes up in his fancy hotel, going in his limos to the stadium, down to the guy who mows the grass where he lives and what he does. And I think it would be interesting to see everybody coming from different places of the city, different parts of the world perhaps, and coming to this one place. But probably no words.
شنو تبي تدير ترى؟
في والله شنو غني.
كيفاش غادي نوصل لروما؟
هو كيما دير؟
لو كان عندي فلوس اشتري احترام الناس.
شوفي يا طباع صاروا لي ياكل السوق بيصير.
Buon video a tutti è persa.
نبضات القلب